Trendpiler brings you top trending politician in Pakistan, Imran Khan. Imran Khan was born in 1952 and is the son of a civil engineer. His father worked in the field. Before moving on to complete his education at Oxford University, he and his four sisters enjoyed a privileged upbringing in Lahore, the city in where he received his primary and secondary education. During this time, he discovered that he had a natural flair for cricket, which led to an impressive international career that lasted for 20 years and culminated in a win at the World Cup in 1992. Khan started the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf (PTI) in 1996. In 2002, he won a place in the National Assembly for Mianwali as a member of the opposition, where he stayed until 2007. PTI didn't vote in the 2008 general election, but in the 2013 general election, they got more votes than any other party. In the 2018 general election, PTI ran on a popular platform and won the most seats in the National Assembly. It then joined with independents to form a coalition government with Khan as prime minister. Khan used IMF bailouts to resolve a balance of payments crisis as prime minister. He reduced defense spending and the current account deficit, boosting economic development. He raised taxes and invested. His government introduced the Ehsaas Programme, Plant for Pakistan, and enlarged Pakistan's protected areas. He oversaw the COVID-19 pandemic, which sparked economic chaos and inflation, and jeopardized his political status. In April 2022, Khan was the first prime minister to be forced out of office by a no-confidence vote. This happened during a constitutional crisis. In August, he was charged under anti-terror rulings because he said the police and courts had detained and tortured one of his staff members. Opponents in parliament forced him out of office in a little under 4 years after he was elected to that position. According to several reports, he had also lost the support of Pakistan's powerful military, which is a significant role behind the scenes in a country that possesses nuclear weapons. Even though Mr. Khan is 70 years old, he doesn't give the impression that he intends to retire from politics. He has used his time since he has been removed from office to address big groups of supporters who are upset that he was removed from office. He maintains a sizable following even now. On the evening that he was removed from power, tens of thousands of people congregated in the public squares of cities and towns all around Pakistan. In November 2022, an attack on a protest rally he was heading in the eastern city of Wazirabad left him shot and hurt. A person close to him said it was an attempt on his life, but the cops didn't confirm right away that he was the target. The country's former prime minister was heading a march to the capital, Islamabad, to call for early elections. Another defeat befell him the previous month when he was informed by the electoral board that he was ineligible to run for public office. He claimed that the case was motivated by political consideration. He was accused of providing inaccurate information regarding the gifts he received from foreign authorities as well as the money he made from selling them. Mr. Khan was detained and charged with corruption in the month of May. This resulted in widespread demonstrations that drove Pakistan even deeper into political uncertainty at a time when the country's economy was on life support and food prices were skyrocketing. The possibility of a resolution being achieved between the former prime minister and the establishment has been significantly decreased as a result of Mr. Khan's imprisonment. This is true regardless of whether the establishment in question is the government or the army. The original plan for Imran Khan was for him to serve as Prime Minister of Pakistan for the entire term of 5 years, which would have been unprecedented for any prior Pakistani Prime Minister. There has been a lengthy tradition of military takeovers and coups in Pakistan. The former cricket captain, who is now portraying himself as a devout anti-poverty reformer, discussed his aspiration to create an Islamic welfare state that would distribute income equally among its citizens. He made a number of lofty pledges, one of which was to improve the efficiency of the country's bureaucracy and tax system. In the end, he ended up negotiating a $6 billion rescue bailout to address a balance of payments issue, despite making a commitment not to seek support from the International Monetary Fund (IMF). However, the first payment of $1 billion has not been made since the Pakistani government is waiting for the passage of painful reforms before making the payment. Mr. Khan was regarded as a candidate for change, and his pledge to train an entirely new generation of honest politicians resonated with those who were dissatisfied with the status quo in terms of political power. In his younger years, he gained a reputation as a playboy on the London nightclub circuit. Nevertheless, he asserts that he has never been a drinker and has never done so. After he led Pakistan to victory in 1992, he withdrew from cricket and went on to gather millions of dollars to fund a cancer hospital in his mother's memory. This was done in his mother's honor. This journey into philanthropy led to a career in politics for him, during which he discarded his image as a famous person. Even while this might benefit Mr. Khan in the elections that are scheduled to take place later this year, everyone is focused on the allegations of corruption that have been made against him. Should he be found guilty, he will be barred from holding public office, possibly for the rest of his life.